Uh, uh, I can't hear any of my. I can't hear anything. No BS. I don't know. I don't know why. I guess I'll have to fix that. Hello, everyone. Uh, kind of skipped the intro today. Aw, thank you. Yeah, it's been a while. I'm sorry. I was I had to do a lot of cramming because I had been procrastinating on a lot of schoolwork, and it all just kind of came crashing down on me. But I got it all done, and yeah, it looks good. I don't. I think it's. I think I did pretty okay. I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be fine. I was really worried for a moment, but I think everything is gonna turn out well. Now, I don't know why I can't hear it. This happens whenever I take a big break from, well, like longer than a week from streaming. I come back and I can't hear anything. So let me see. How did I fix this last time? Let me try. Okay, what if I audio? What if I change the monitoring device? Maybe that will work. I change it and then change it back. I think I did that once and it worked. There we go. Yeah, I know it's only been a week, but in like, internet person time, that's like a long time. So, yeah. Oh, then welcome. Glad that you clicked on it. But yeah, and it's really hard for people to actually catch a stream if I'm streaming so inconsistently. So it's like really kind of it's really bad. It's not gonna like get me anywhere. It's not gonna grow my channel, that's for sure. But yeah, I was just simply busy and or too tired to stream. Kind of real life stuff, kicking my butt. But it should be good now. It's the semester is over. The winter break at the moment. I guess officially already started. I think Thursday. Thursday was my last day. How do I fix this? Oof. Oh, I can hear it now. Why are you complimenting? Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, yeah. I'll try to stream more. I have a lot of ideas actually for interesting things we can do, other than just like either chatting or playing a game. Which those things are good too. Like, I'm gonna be doing more of those, but also I want to try some interesting things. I want to like try some new ideas maybe. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't know. I've had some ideas for a while, so I might just like procrastinate. And what I like to do is I like to come up with things that like would take a lot of effort, and then like kind of not do it and just decide to do the easy thing instead. A Star Wars game. Actually, I had a how do I say this? I was very interested in playing uh what was that game called? It was like the Star Wars game with that guy. Well, I mean they all have guys in it, but Yeah, Fallen Order, that guy. Yeah. You know, you know that one Star Wars game with the guy and the lightsaber. That one. But yeah. Oh, trombone. I actually want to play um, trombone champ again. When it, I think they're like slowly adding new songs. So when it feels like I can get another stream out of it, then I'll play it again. I think they actually added a few more songs already, but it's not enough for like a whole stream, I don't think. I kind of like did an oopsie and like completed it. Like I did like the story quote unquote off stream because I was just like, I think after my first stream of that game, I was like just obsessed with it. Also played it a little after one of my streams. Forget which one it was. Think in oh yeah, at the end of the Getting Over It stream, I beat Getting Over It like 3 times in like less than like 2 hours. So I was just like, so I just played Trombone Champ at the end of that stream. Yeah, I could honestly like I'm kind of holding out on buying new video games, like newer video games because um well my graphics card is fine. I can play most games fine, but like I'm really picky with frame rates and and my current one can't really play like newer games at like the level that I'd be satisfied with. So I'd rather just wait for until I get my upgrade and then experience them at like their their greatest, you know? And I don't really I don't really have the yeah, and I'd rather like save for a graphics card rather than just buying new games that I can't even like play properly, you know? So I've got a drink right here. I'm gonna go take a sip. Also, Minecraft. About that, funny that you mention it. I was about to talk about that today. I've got a server with me and my VTuber family. I rented a realm for all of us. Currently, only two of them have actually joined. You might have seen my sister Julie. She plays a lot on on that server because I think it's like we both are the ones that came up with the idea of having a Minecraft server for us. Just to like maybe get to know them more. But like, yeah, they haven't really played it all that much. But a day ago, 2 days, I should have like retweeted it or made a community post. Maybe I'll make a community post and like and show off that stream. But Japanese VTuber sister Soroto streamed on that same server, and I streamed. I was on um Julie's stream, and we that was like that was when we like built our house and stuff. It was like I definitely need to stream it soon. I was thinking of streaming it today actually, but I kind of just wanted to chat, especially when it's like when it's been like longer than a week. I always want to like just catch up like this. You were gonna get Survivor. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. The first house I probably built was just like a. I used to be like very like very anti like aesthetic, I guess. Like I was pure like utility. Like I would never try to make anything look aesthetically pleasing. It was everything was only for like function. Or what? How does the saying go? Like factor over form or something like that. Form over function over form. Can't remember how that saying goes, but yeah. kind of got all over the place. But yeah, honestly, I'm not too interested in playing newer games anyways. Maybe it's because like I don't know, like when I was younger, I used to be the type of person to always want to play the newest like game. Like I had a PlayStation because like I couldn't really afford anything else, and I had to share it with my brother as well. And we would just or like whenever one of us wanted a game, we would just have to save up and get it. And I wanted like every like new game, like because like, and I kept up with like game with like game magazines, like the whole shebang. Or like KOTOR? That's a good question. I have actually, but I that was the day I discovered I really don't like turn-based RPGs. I think I think that's the one that I think I know the one that you're talking about. Knights of the Old Republic. KOTOR. Yeah, that one. That was definitely the one I played. Mob Psycho OP2. Oh, I get the feeling sometimes where it's just like I get reminded of a song and I just stop everything just to listen to it. Go there for the lore. Yeah, like those RPGs definitely have a lot of cool stories in them. But the gameplay was like way too like I don't know. I'm too much of a like uh ADHD Fortnite kid, I guess. Even though I don't really play Fortnite, but like that kind of just imagine what a Fortnite kid like would look for in a video game. That's probably me. 999. I think I've heard of it. I've I've definitely heard it before, I think. I listened to like a lot of anime songs. If I like I've at least heard a cover because I also listen to a lot of also watch a lot of VTubers and they like to do karaoke of anime songs. That one, I wouldn't really know. I don't really watch Black Clover. I really like I think ever since I graduated high school, I've been like so slow on catching up on anime. I think the last notable one I think I watched was I think it had to be the Castlevania show on Netflix. That was really good. I really liked that one. I don't know what good songs to listen to. I want to like make a playlist or something. Cause like and then you could like go on my channel and look at my music playlists. Because I don't use Spotify or anything. I just use YouTube because I pay for YouTube Premium. That's how much YouTube I watch that I pay $12 a month just to not have to sit through ads. No, I think that's like a way better deal than Spotify Premium because like it's not only music but like every single like podcast or video you'd ever want to watch. Even like sometimes like entire TV shows are on YouTube, so it's really good. I'd say like if you ever want to pay for any subscription service, it's probably. I don't think you get YouTube. You don't get YouTube movies. You still have to pay for those, but like sometimes they'll just have like free ones up there that you can watch, like really old stuff, and or like sometimes they'll just have like a promotional thing and you can watch a movie for free. And sometimes shows like Kitchen Nightmares will put they'll put their like entire show on YouTube. and then just make money off of the ad revenue. It's basically because like if they post it themselves, then it's basically just like having it on like any other subscription service, except maybe you'd get a little less ad revenue. I'm pretty sure like commercial, like I don't know how much it probably costs to put a commercial up on TV, but it's probably pays way more to air commercials on TV rather than just to have people watch your YouTube ad. But like if I had the option, then I'd probably like I'd honestly probably like disable ads on my stream altogether. I just don't get an option until I can actually monetize my channel. Also, I forgot to send out notifications to everyone. I just realized. Very cool. Every day the Discord server gets smaller because of all the because I'm guessing because of all the stream pings that I keep putting out. Because I'm really non how do I say this? I'm really like non-negotiable when it comes to like Discord notifications. Most servers will have like an opt-in system and you can like click a button to like sign up to get notifications. But like if you're joining a server for like fans of me, like if you're joining a fan server for someone, then you probably want to be notified of all their posts and streams, right? I mean, that would just make sense. Why else would you join? I feel like that would be like the most important, especially because since I I stream so infrequently. Yeah, definitely. That's why you see like all the sketchy ads on like mobile games and especially Twitter now because all of like the big advertisers have pulled out. And TikTok has like really sketchy ads. Like, yeah, but that's a whole other bag of worms. Water me. Yes, I'm watering you. Oh, I was talking about you earlier and I totally forgot that I put you in the thumbnail. Well, technically you put me in the thumbnail. Well, it wasn't a thumbnail, but I made it into a thumbnail. What was I talking about? I was just talking about the Minecraft servers, and someone said I should play Minecraft maybe because I was talking about things to do. I kind of already knew that it was all on the docket already, I guess. I was even thinking about doing it today, but meh, I don't really feel like it. You have to stream Minecraft soon? Alright, nice. Mining away. Actually, like, I do everything to prolong uh that the mining. I try to prolong the mining, like, well, not prolong, but I try to procrastinate on the mining for as long as possible because I really don't like it. Like, I don't know what it is, but like, I just feel like my luck is terrible. So I'll just be digging in the same spot forever, and I never find anything good. So that's why I just hate it. And also, whenever I find diamonds, well, also, I really hate being lost in video games or anywhere for that matter. I used to, okay, uh, I used to like get lost a lot as a kid because like I kind of wouldn't pay attention. So I would like just be like holding my mom's hand like at the mall or something, and I just get like distracted by a toy and just walk away, and then like I'll just wonder where everyone went, and then I get really scared. So that's like it still happens to you. I mean, yeah, it can still happen where like you just like lose your group for a while, but like it's not really as scary like once you're an adult and you can like properly walk, you know? You're when you got confident in your running ability. I don't think I don't think I've even been to the store with family in a while. Hi Web. We're talking about we're talking about getting lost at the store, getting separated from your parents and getting lost at the store. I don't even have to ask because I'm sure it's happened to you. I do this all the time. See, literally prophetic. You can't go outside on your own. That's fair. That's fair. I mean, some people don't like it. Yeah, lost at a football game. And that's actually pretty dangerous. But like at the store, I mean, there has been like there's always like that one story, right? That that goes like viral of someone going missing at a store, but like that usually doesn't happen. Yeah, football games are chaotic, so I would probably be scared like if I had to locate. Well, it wouldn't be scary, just kind of annoying. You God. All right. Yeah, I haven't really even been. I think I went with my parents somewhere like twice in the last like year. Like we really didn't do much. Just like if they ever want to like eat at a restaurant or something and like and they just like want to bring me and I feel in that day I feel like actually going with them, then it'll be like that. Rarely though do I have to like bring them to places. It's actually like really weird how much. I feel like I was like a kid, like like I guess maybe I don't know if anyone else can relate, but like there's a point where like you just stop being a kid, a specific point, and you just realize like wait a minute, I have like responsibilities now, and that was me. It's like when I realized that I basically do everything on my own now, which is like which at one point I don't know, I'm pretty clumsy. I didn't think I'd ever get to that point, you know? Because I was always like kind of I'm kind of like an unsure person. I'm always like I rather other people kind of at least I used to rather just want to do everything with like parental supervision because like I'm afraid of messing something up. I definitely didn't want to drive. That scared me for a while. But like it really wasn't that bad. It's like putting on contact lenses. Like it's like the prospect of it is like horrifying. Like how could you ever do that? But then you do it once, or you do it a few times, and you're like, oh, actually isn't that bad. Yeah, and that's funny because my contact lens actually got stuck in my eye, and I had to see the eye doctor like really recently. This was like days ago. Your brother just got a DS Lite and a white elephant party. Is that even a sentence? What is a white elephant party? What are you saying? The eye doctor. No, no, not the eye doctor. I forgot the optometrist. Yeah, that one. Don't ruin my joke. I don't know the joke. The joke is that Apple products start with I. That's the joke. Okay, okay. I'm just teasing you. But yeah, I wanna talk about how I've been doing in college since that's what I've been mostly well, I do go for like 4 days a week, which is a lot more than most college students, I think. At least not like full time like well, I am full time, but I don't live there. Like I don't live on campus. I could understand going to school 5 days a week if you live on campus, but if you're like 30 minutes from campus like me, then it's pretty abnormal to go 4 days a week. It's just that my music program doesn't have a different option. Like you have to go 4 days a week. Really dumb. So a lot of times I just didn't. A lot of times I just didn't show up. And when you don't show up, you you build up a lot of makeup work. And I didn't. For, yeah, and that that's where I've been like the last 2 weeks. You're taking 7 classes next semester? You're insane. Are you doing all of those from home? Because that would be. I would be open to taking more than four if no, death. But yeah, just like it's you're going to school. Dang, feel sorry for you. Wait, you like decided on a place to go? Are you going to an art school or something? Are you going? Are you gonna go all by yourself? Yeah, but I I was towards the end of the semester. Um, God, it was like really tough. Music theory just like makes no sense sometimes. I mean, it kind of makes sense, but like at the same time, like you gotta wonder, like, was it the best way to do? Was it the best way to like, like it just feels sometimes it just feels like too like it could have been simplified a bit, maybe. I don't know. I'm not a genius. Music theory is based. Do you know what figured bass is? That's like one of the last things that we had to learn about figured bass. Yeah, we had to like it would like I don't know. It was so much the kind of things. It like made no sense. Like I figured out how to analyze like the I don't even know what they were. It was like two notes in the treble clef and two in the bass clef, and you had to like combine them to make a single chord. I have no idea what I was doing, but I learned how to do it to. It's just that like I don't really know how it applies to music. It was just I was kind of doing math problems, which is kind of like I wish they would spend I mean, maybe did they did explain what the practical use of it was, but I just wasn't there. That that could be what happened. You go play Minecraft? Okay, bye bye. Water you in DM? Okay. I'll send you watering can emoji. There is no watering can emoji. There's a shower emoji. There, you can have that. Wait, I have Discord Nitro. I can customize this. Let's see. I get a I can get a Julie emote. Which one? Um, this one, and then shower head emoji. There. Actually, what if I can maybe I can put it under it, and it'll be like you're under the shower head. I don't know what I'm doing. Diagonal shower head. who uses who uses shower head emoji? Who's that for? It doesn't really work because it's diagonal. It's fine though. What the? What is this comment? I have to take a shower. I sweated a lot last night. Smelled like human baked like a chick. What? Okay, bye. I don't know what a human baked like a chicken is supposed to smell like. But yeah, I also had a lot of music projects for like a uh Buona sera Senor Senior or Senor? What are you saying to me? What are you saying to me? Oh wait, hold on. Wait, is the BGM doubling? How are you? I'm good, thank you. Yeah, is the BGM doubling right now? Cause like, I just realized the desktop audio wasn't on. Wait, was the BGM even playing before? I can't understand OBS, man. There's so many things, so many like critical things I still haven't learned about it yet. Oh, it was off this whole God, man. I thought I had the setting. I thought I had. Oh, that's annoying. Why was it muted? There wasn't BGM because it was muted. I had it on, but I couldn't notice because I had it on. Like I had it on mute output. It's so quiet. Okay, yeah, it might need to be. I mean, it's not supposed to be overpowering, you know. It's kind of like just so that you is not completely like quiet, you know. It's like if I think if it was like only my voice and whenever I stop talking or just be silence, that would that'd be very awkward. Which it's probably so awkward. That's probably why. Yeah. Damn, if I had man. I'm so sorry. I even like stopped talking for like a considerable amount of time, like 20 seconds as well. I had no idea Julie had scheduled a stream today. It kind of sucks that this is like the optimal time for me to stream. Yo, hello Ludex. All my wonderful VTuber siblings stream around this time, and oh my god, I forgot to tweet out the link to Twitter. I always forget something. Man. Well, also, yeah, I haven't had time for like anything, but I changed a lot of things about my setup, especially like when I got a new desk and everything. And I just got a new phone cable, so I can actually, it's a longer one, so I can actually like extend my desk to the standing position and actually stand up while streaming, which I think I'm gonna do from now on. I'm not doing it now, but once I set all that up, I'll probably do it for chatting streams. I don't know why, but I feel like I'm more energetic when I'm standing up. I guess like the blood is flowing, you know? Also, hi, Small. Is that okay? Is that the right YouTube link? Yeah. Yeah. Man, I really wish I had like a automatic thingy. I can get a maybe if I had like an intern that would just tweet for me. I barely even use it myself, so that would work. You would actually see me on Twitter if I had an intern, or I guess like maybe a manager. I don't know. That's something I like to think about sometimes. Like how many maybe VTubers, but like just people in general, like do not like actually interact with social media, and like that's all just their manager. Cause like pretty much like every celebrity has a manager, right? And like that manager probably wouldn't let their client, I guess, have full control of their own social media, because as we know, famous people cannot be trusted with having opinions. So like, yeah, and you'd be surprised with how many, like, even like if you think someone is insignificant, like if they've got like 200 Twitch followers, then they probably have a manager, honestly. Like the bar is very low nowadays. Like people just do not want to deal with stuff, you know? I mean, people don't even have like the, I guess like the it's either they think they're above it, or they think they're too busy, or like maybe they're not a very social person. I know some people just like don't really have the courage to send out emails or DMs or whatever it may be. But like if I wanted to collab with someone or something like that, or if I wanted to get in contact with someone and I had to go through their manager, I'd probably just give up. I'm not doing that. It's just like dumb. And like since I'm a VTuber, that's a very like likely thing to happen. Maybe not anytime soon, but you know, I wouldn't say it's outside the realm of possibility. I don't know if I'd ever get one though. I don't think I would trust someone, but the thing is, if I ever got a manager, I'd probably like have them for a month, and they'd just like tell me what to do, and I'd say like no. I would be like, no, I don't want to do that. That's cringe. Because I guess I don't really like what most people do which is what most people. There's a lot of things that people do that they seem cringe to me because I know what they're doing. Like, I know they're either this is like mainly a Twitter thing where like you'll see a post and you'll know that this post was like a suggestion from their manager or something like that, because it's like it's meant to like, you feel like it's meant to like go viral or something like that. You know, it just has that feeling like this is definitely on purpose, you know? Like, it might ask something of the like, it might be like this helps a lot is and I did this a few times as well when I first debuted, I guess, or right before. But if you like ask questions in tweets, then that gets like they tend to get a lot of traction because people will reply naturally, and replies like kind of feed into like the algorithm and then boost that post so that it gets seen by more people, and which then even more people reply and stuff like that. Either that or they're tweeting some like super like controversial thing, or it's just like a something. I don't really know how to explain it, but sometimes I just look at a post and I'm like, you're trying to be viral. You know, they're trying to get this tweet to quote unquote pop off. It also means like and I don't know why, but it's like I'm too self-aware for that kind of stuff. And I really don't like doing stuff for the sake of, oh, this will do good numbers wise, you know? I'd rather just do something only if my like true intention is there. Like, I don't want to do anything half-baked just because it might perform well. You know, whatever it may be, I want it to be my own, I guess. But also, I'm very self-aware in the fact that like, since I tend to like see right through people, so and I find a lot of things annoying that most people probably think are fine. So like, basically, I'm just too self-conscious to tweet anything, because like I look at it and I'd be like, this is cringe. Like, if I saw this on my feed, I would think it was cringe, but other people like it, and I know that. Like, I know people like very like, you know, it might be just like pure like fan service, or it might be like a really, you know, like might be just like a really immature joke or something like that, and you know people will like it, but like you yourself, just deep down, you know it's cringe. You know it's cringe to you, so you don't want to post it. But I know I'm like the only person who thinks it's cringe, so that's why it's just so many times I just don't post anything. I don't know what to do about it, really. I don't think it's that important. I mean, not really sure, to be honest. But you know, people, that's just what people say, you know, that it's kind of good to spread your wings and like delve into other platforms to just kind of get some eyes on you. And that goes with like TikTok as well. I think pretty much every TikTok trend is awful and like garbage and like embarrassing. But I know if I followed those trends and I did silly little dances or whatever they do on TikTok, I would be very successful probably. But I think it's cringe, so I don't do it. And I pay for it. I pay the price, I guess. No, it's just a wreck, you know. It's unfortunate. I don't really know what to do about it. Huh. You only made Twitter for... Okay, that's a very specific purpose, but yeah, I get that. It's just that if I didn't make Twitter, I think like other like VTubers would not know who I am in the slightest. They don't really know who I am already. I'm sure a lot of them know I exist because a lot of them follow me. At least a lot of the ones that I care about. And I guess like the smaller sphere, I guess. It's like people like, I don't know. It's weird. At this, cuz I have like I have very conflicting, it's like conflicting emotions, because on one hand, I'm not a very like social person, and I think most of the time I'd rather just be like kind of under the radar and to just kind of just get by, and you know like not draw too much attention to yourself. But like the whole point of streaming is to draw attention to yourself. It's definitely like an attention seeker kind of hobby. That's just not why I like it. I just like it because I think it's good. I think it's, you know, it feels nice to provide value to people, I guess. You know, people want to see something you can, it's a good feeling when like you can provide something that for someone, you know, like something that someone actually wants. And like maybe, or even just to like provide someone with like some comfort or whatever. You know, I'm not making anyone keel over laughing or anything, but you know, I've been told that I've been kind of, I guess, helpful, whether that be like just to relax, or they like watching my streams or whatever. It's nice. But yeah, I don't think it's necessarily bad to do like the popular trends or whatever. It's just, in my mind, I've always just been like a complete hipster that just absolutely loathes anything that's popular. Like whatever the popular thing may be, I'm like always against it. I'm always like avoiding it like the plague. I have no idea why. A lot of the things are like good, like a lot of good anime I avoided for like a long time because a lot of people were talking about it, which just put me off of it. And it's just a ton of other things are like that as well. Yeah, And it's also fun for me, right? If I'm not like my whole purpose here isn't to just like please people. It's definitely a benefit, but like I just like doing it, you know? And I don't want to like I don't want to start having to like do like dumb social media posts and like have it become like a full-time job, because then it wouldn't be fun anymore. I totally wouldn't mind streaming for like a full-time job, but a lot of these people, what these people do aren't streaming. It's like networking and promotion, gross stuff, gross boring stuff. But most people get managers to like deal with that kind of stuff for them. Even though I was just like dunking on people with managers, I would totally, just that like I would like disagree with them all the time because of my like hipster, like just my whole ideals are like so, they're so like contradictory to like success. So it's rough. It's real rough. Especially when like I just want to like, you know, I guess make people proud as well. Especially like my friends and like my Vtuber mama who drew and rigged my model. Definitely like, I wouldn't say I'm pressured, but like I feel some need to, I have like some responsibility to like not completely fall flat, I guess. Like I want to make some sort of an impact, you know, because like if I blew up, then like their art would definitely start selling for a lot more, and that would be amazing, and I would love that for them. And like I'd be able to lift up my friends who are infinitely more talented than me, and just kind of like give them the spotlight for a while. That would be nice too. My goal is to release web novels for free. That's pretty cool. I say I'm not that much of a creative, but I'm trying to learn music. I'm taking theory classes right now. This spring I'm gonna be starting my second class, and then hopefully getting my associate's degree. But yeah, hopefully I can do something with that. I've made a few little songs. I don't even know if you could call them that. They're kind of bad. But I'd like to make music one day too, and probably also release it for free. I mean, I honestly don't really understand not releasing your music for free. I think most people do it nowadays. It's kind of like the norm. But yeah. Yeah. What the? I just saw like a really weird tweet. Anyways, yeah, is there anything else I wanted to talk about? Ba ba ba. It's not obtainable to you? I mean, it's not necessarily true. I think a lot of creatives nowadays, they release their stuff for free, but then they'll have like optional methods to support them. Like a Patreon, for example, which is like just like a kind of like a tip jar, except like it's monthly. So like every month you would like, for like example, a thing that I like to consume a lot of the time, content wise, is podcasts. I listen to a lot of like mainly like talk show like comedy podcasts, but also like some D&D tabletop RPG podcasts as well. And like they're all like released for free. Like they're always free. But they always have like sponsor blocks, so they'll have like a segment where they will just like talk about their sponsor, whatever product it may be, probably like an electric razor or like a VPN or something. And then they'll have like maybe like external ads if it's like Spotify or like the Apple Podcast app. And then they'll have like this Patreon, which is like people can sign up for like probably minimum like $5 a month, and they'll get like, and the people who sign up, they'll get like a reward every month that's kind of extra. It's like extra to the show. It's like something that you don't need to donate to be able to still to listen, but like either like, for example, one of them that I watched, they'll have bonus episodes on that, only available to those subscribers of that Patreon. So like the minimum might be like $5 or $10 a month, and you'll be able to get access to the bonus episodes every month or whatever. Or maybe like whatever, if it's like a larger amount, you could do like what a lot of like people would do, be like, oh, if you donate like $10-$20 a month, I'll like video call with you for like 10 minutes a month or something. That's like really kind of like very weird, but I mean, like, I think YouTubers do stuff like that because, like, I don't know, I feel like that's, most people just want to be able to speak one-on-one with them, or just, it could just be like some sort of acknowledgement, like I'll send you a letter or something. Literally, like, it's so, or sometimes you don't even need to have like those little incentives, and people will just donate because they really like your stuff, and so that, and they donate because they know that you're putting it out there for free and that you know, you need support. So if whatever you're putting out there is good enough, then people kind of just throw money at you nowadays. It's kind of the age of like the wandering musician, I guess, but online. It's like the online wandering musician, except it can be literally anything. It could be fan fiction. You know, a lot of fan fiction writers have Patreon. And they just like, they'll put their works up on like fanfiction.net or whatever free site, but they'll just have like this, they'll just have this little like donation thing, and they still make enough that way. Well, they might not make enough to live off of just that, depending on their popularity, but it's better than nothing. And since it's free, since whatever you're making is free, it's a lot more like reach, you know? And especially with novels, I feel like if someone really likes your novel, they're definitely gonna buy a hard copy, you know? They're not gonna read it on the web every time. So like, definitely there's still opportunities to release your stuff for free, but also profit. There's plenty of ways of doing that nowadays. I didn't do a very good job of explaining it, but yeah. Yeah. Mm. Like anime. I only do what I yearn to do. That's not. That should be normal. I feel like most people are too. Most people are just too. What do they call it? Like, they're beat down. They let life kind of beat them down and tell them that no, you have to do this. You know. But anyone, I think, can achieve whatever they desire as long as they, work towards it and to like a extent. Because there are like so many like talented artists or musicians that are like, instead of like honing their craft by going to like a specific school for that, they'll be like pressured into like doing like going to school for like business or something. And then they get their business degree, then they don't do anything with it anyways. Meanwhile, if they just went for art or something, they could have been better at the thing that they already do. And there's so many people. I'm just like, why? Just do what you want. And a lot of the time, it's not that simple. Like, it might be their parents pressuring them. Like, their parents might say, especially, I feel like this is very common with just from who I've spoken to. It seems like it's especially common with like Asian families. They'll always want you to like pursue a kind of high paying career. And I feel like nowadays I feel like, but it could be different. Most parents could still be like pressuring their kids to become a doctor or something, but basically I feel like more and more it's starting to be like people are starting to, maybe for better or for worse, starting to like pursue what they actually want. There's a ton of people like dropping out of college to like do art stuff, but nowadays it's like everyone just wants to be an influencer, and it's not like exactly the best. I feel like that's way too vague. Especially like but I definitely kind of get it as well, because like it's like, well, why would I go to school and get a real job when I could be an internet famous person and make way more by doing way less? And yeah, that does sound appealing, but like there's a reason why like half these people go insane and like have like public breakdowns. Like, being a celebrity has its downsides, not just all fame and fortune. And like you could still have you could have like a job. You can still have a job that doesn't feel like a job. That's not like being a YouTuber or something, I feel like that's the one thing that people jump to a lot. That's what I used to jump to as well, but then I learned that there's other things, there's actually being creative. I think there's a lot of creative YouTubers, but it's not the most creative industry, There's definitely more forms of media that probably contribute a bit more to society. Also, hi again. Hello. Oh, we're just talking about like how a lot of people feel the need to pursue a career that is that just makes money. Like, a lot of people will jump to going to school for like business or nursing or something like that, instead of like maybe pursuing a creative career that they were already good at. Like one example that I know is that I know a lot of people that are talented in either art or music, but instead of going for school, unless instead of going to school for art or music, they instead like they go and like learn like computer science or try to like do something completely different, even though they're really good at this thing and they love it as well. But they're just pressured to get a more like, I guess a more normal job. Yeah, that's good as well. A lot of people like, it's really good to be passionate about what you do. Like if you can even like if you like what you do, or you think if you think you'd like what you're like going for, then that's good. But a lot of people, they're literally like, oh yeah, I'm right now I'm majoring in like biology, and I'm like, oh cool, you like passionate about that stuff? And they're just like, no, but it like makes money. I can like be a pharmacist maybe. And that kind of thing is like confusing, you know. I know a lot of people that like are therapy, like mental health is really interesting, and like, so I could definitely see that as a career that some people, it's nice helping people. I personally like don't really have that. This might like sound a bit bad, but I've heard a lot of people say like they're really passionate about being a nurse or a doctor because they're really into helping people. And that's good, and that's like, it's really cool that people have that mindset. But I personally don't have that mindset. Like, I don't know why, but I don't think like any traditional career has interested me at all. Like, it was like a complete nightmare trying to figure out what I wanted to do. And I don't think I even do know what I want to do or gonna do even now. Like right now I'm studying music, and I want to understand it, and I want to like, yeah. It's just because I like music. I'm not even sure if I'm going to make it a career, or if I can make it a career, really. That's not mm, that's not really. I mean, there's a lot of people that feel like they have a need to, like, they have a need for like a higher purpose. Like they feel like they're destined for something. So like doing nothing really aggravates them, and they always have to be doing something or working towards a goal. And I'm not I'm not one of those people. I'd be completely fine with just like staying home all day every day. Which is kind of concerning, but I'm just that kind of person. Like I'm just very I guess I'm just like very jaded. And I guess I just like want to hide from the world. Cuz I'm like, I'm already like kind of done. But like nobody I mean, not saying that like a stay-at-home husband would be like dead weight, but like if you don't have a kid, then there's not really a reason for it. Especially nowadays, like it's very hard to stay afloat unless when you're in a relationship. If like unless you're both working, it's really hard to stay. It's like, you know, the economy is like not built for that anymore. Unless the guy is like a doctor, but even then, you know, like depending on the circumstances. Yeah, hello, hello. Alifton, hello. Welcome. But yeah, if I could just be that's such a I feel like anyone, I feel like so many people like they would just say, "Yeah, I'd be a stay-at-home husband," but I feel like most of them don't actually mean it. Like they would get bored very fast. Yeah. Yeah, watering my imouto. Unless you're lazy, like yeah, I'm like next level lazy. Wouldn't mind being a stay-at-home wife. I mean, yeah, like I said, like it definitely like I don't think nobody would say no at first like glance. Well, there it would take a very specific kind of person to say no. I need to be working. And I think that person is well. Actually, I don't know. Honestly, I think that just generally the kind of people who who like to browse the internet probably would say yes. But and then the people and then the reason why you kind of probably don't see that like that go-getter mindset a lot on the internet is because all those go-getters who want to work are working right now. They're not on the internet, they're working. So yeah. Oh yeah, I was in that situation as well. But I managed to find a job. I have to admit I got lucky kind of because what am I saying? I remember it was hard. I applied to like so many different like jobs and I just heard nothing back. And I like refused to work at a restaurant because I had worked at one of those before. I'd worked in a restaurant in the kitchen and like just way too like hectic and I'm really bad at when I'm under pressure. Like whenever there's well, I guess it's a very specific kind of pressure. No offense, but when I hear your voice, I feel like you have a cute baby face. Well, I mean, look at me. Do I have a baby face? Maybe don't look old because I'm not. Depends on what you would consider a baby face, I guess. I mean, to some people, just a shaved face would be a baby face. But yeah, I think when I was like 18, I don't know when this was, but I was definitely older than 18 at the time. But I went with family to like some sort of museum, and there was like how ticket pricing works is that usually like adults cost the most. And kids, like young kids, like 4 to 8, or I guess 0 to 8 technically, would be free, and then like teenagers would be like slightly cheaper than the adults. And like my parents are really stingy, so they're just like, all right, just pretend like you're a teenager. Like I think the maximum for that price point was like 15. Like I had to look 15. And yeah, they just like bought it. He was just like, I mean, my mom was just like, yeah, he's 15, and they were like, all right. Am I streaming? I'm not streaming with her right now. I just wanted to use that for the thumbnail. If I had her in the stream, I would probably put her in the title of the video, or the stream, I guess. She would be in the title, and it would say like collab instead of chatting. I just wanted to use that artwork that she drew because it's really cute. And also it's nice not having to make thumbnails. My body movements are far too slow. Dang. Well, you seem to type well enough. So there are a lot of jobs that you just have to type stuff. I had that little gig when I was like, I think I had just turned 18 or something. But yeah, I think was it the pandemic? I think there was a period where I was kind of like a NEET. I kind of didn't go outside at all after I graduated high school. So I had gotten like this gig that was like transcription, so I had to listen to like audio files of like maybe meetings or podcasts or something like that, and just make captions for it, basically. And I think there was also like a TV one as well that you could do. And like you just make captions for it. And you would just type it. You would listen and you would type, and you would listen and you would type. And that was all it was. And it was based on how much work you could do. You got paid on the amount you got paid on by like per job. And it wasn't really that high. It was like probably less than minimum wage. But if you're a fast typer, then potentially you would make more than like a crappy gas station job or something. Oh yeah, web. Oh my god, thank you so much for reminding me. But I took a bunch of photos recently, and I want to show them off. There's I was thinking, I was like deciding if I wanted to stream this or not, but like there's like a virtual convention or something on VR chat called like VCAT. Yeah, it's just called VCAT, or virtual market, and it's like a Japanese convention in VR chat. And it takes place in like several different worlds, and you just like kind of go around and look at things and get served advertisements. There's like there's like really cool environment though. It's kind of hard to explain without showing pictures, but I wonder if I can do that right now, because I took a bunch of pictures. I like changed into my my custom VR avatar, and just like roamed around, took pictures, selfies, I guess, VR selfies. Yeah, I should do that. I should show off those pictures now. Let me see where they are. VR chat. Oh, there's a lot. Okay. I wonder if maybe I should like change the scene first. Yeah, I was planning on like, I already visited the world, so there's no point of me streaming it out, but maybe I'll stream the next one. Hold on, I need to like line myself up here. Honestly, it turned out not being that interesting. It was kind of like by the end of it, it was kind of lame, I guess. Not lame, but it was mostly just like advertisements. But there's some cool looking things there that are, you know, like picture worthy, I guess. So let me get those up right now. What is this? What is this image that I have? Image 2. What is this? Where is it? What? No, that's me. What is image 2? What is that? I don't even see it anywhere here. Huh. Maybe it's like off the screen. Hold on a sec. Where are those screenshots? Or photos, I guess. Okay, here's the first one I took. Oh. Yay. I'm too lazy to like line it up with everything. But yeah, this was how it worked was like there were like different locations for it, and this one was Sapporo, which I guess is like a city in Japan. And then there were 2 other locations as well. This one was kind of like winter themed. Maybe I can like point some things out. There was a giant statue. Here's the name of the thing. Virtual Market 2022. Winter. Let me get the next one. But this is what I meant about advertisements. This is like the first thing that I found in this world. So it was like Gamer Supps, which is like an energy drink brand. And it was actually after I went to these worlds that I learned that VCAT stood for virtual market. I'm like, oh, it's a market. It's a marketplace. That makes sense. It's like Best Buy, but what was it? I meant it's kind of like the, you know, like the Roblox like Walmart world, kind of like that, except slightly less cringe. Why did I say Best Buy? I got confused because I guess they're both blue. So I need to pop out my my chat here so I can see you guys without tabbing out. Okay. Oh, what am I doing? There I am. Okay. Next picture. Oh, I found this. This was a booth for like some like YouTube channel that was being showcased here. But Akagami no Tomo. It looked like a little like almost like a streamer group. Oh, happy birthday. If you're in the Discord server, then you could have, or yeah, I guess I guess for next time. But yeah, I would have loved to like given you like a happy birthday or whatever. But I guess it's never too late. Happy birthday. You write thee and thou? I don't think that'll turn people off from your writing. I think like every writing style has like things that people like about it. Some people like more unusual writing styles, maybe. Also, I still use these sometimes. Usually when I say like rules for me but not for thee. I like that phrase. So what is this? Oh. This was like a virtual like I think this is like yakiniku. I couldn't read any of the signs, but I assume that's what it was. Like some sort of like barbecue. They didn't get pictures of the inside for whatever reason, but I think you can guess what it is from this. Something is definitely cooking in there. And this is a little selfie I got with the big red bowl. Very cool. This is, what is this? Oh, this is funny. I had found a virtual YouTuber. That it was like a video that was looping on here. But like they were literally just like shilling like a pair of headphones in the video the entire time. And I had never seen this girl before, so like I was like I was wondering like, was she created? Like, is this a stream? Is this like a made-up VTuber just to show headphones? And it might be. There are like, I think like one of those energy drinks. I forgot which one. But there's an energy drink that has like a VTuber that exists just to basically represent the brand. And then there's like an anime game kind of vendor. I think they sell like basically just anything like from Japan. Like usually like gaming stuff from Japan, and they're called like Play Asia. And they also have they actually have two VTubers that represent them, and they're actually really nice people. But yeah, that's just an English version of that. And Netflix has a VTuber. It's just that I don't know if this one actually streams or if she's just for this video that was playing on here. Maybe I should have recorded it. And there's also like these giant ice statues everywhere. This was the coolest one I found. And that I got like a vertical like phone camera. Ooh, got a phone camera view of it. Oh, what? Oh, it. Okay, anyways. Yeah, it's like a phone. I don't know what I'm saying. Alright, next picture. This is a person posing to be an ice statue. But there was a player. This is a player. Because, well, it might have not been a player, but they had a username above their head, so I assume they were a player. And it's like a cool little ice statue in the back. I'm not sure what that is, though. On this one was cooler in my opinion. Yeah, this is the sign again, but this is the Paris exhibit, I guess. Yeah, this one was supposed to take place in Paris, virtual Paris, I guess. I think I got a good shot of the Eiffel Tower. Here it is. Yeah. Look at that. Very cool. And there's like a blimp flying around. BRB? Okay. What else was in this world? There was this idol group that they were showing off here. There's like three girls doing like dances in VR, I guess. Kind of cool. Kind of makes me wish I had like motion capture stuff. But I also think that I wouldn't put it to good use. It's not like I can dance or anything. Did I get a picture of this? I did not get a picture of it for some reason. But there was like a Yamaha building. It was like this giant black monolith, and it had like floating instruments all around it, like musical instruments. If you went inside, there was like demonstrations of all their... Wait, hold on. I'll be right back. Sorry, I thought I heard... I thought I heard my... There's a certain thing that's in my house, and if my mom turns it on while I'm streaming, the whole electrical system goes out. So I'm making sure she wasn't doing that. Oh, but yeah, there was like this Yamaha exhibit, and they were showing off like their instruments and their little hardware here. This is a mixer, which I actually just bought a Go XLR, and I have not set it up yet. But once I do, it might take a while. I heard it's like really finicky, so it might take a while. But once I do, I hope I'll sound better. I hope it'll improve my sound quality somewhat. Okay. What is the next image? Oh yeah, there was also like a... If you went upstairs in this Yamaha building, they had like a whole exhibit on like Vocaloid. There was like the stage, and they were showing this song, Goddish. And they had a whole like biography on the producer of the song as well. Which, this is actually my favorite Vocaloid producer. I was actually very surprised to see him up here. I got a picture with Gumi. There's also a Miku one, but I didn't see it, so I didn't get a picture with it. And this is just a giant Lenovo PC. And I wish I was streaming for this moment, because this was just like, what? I was just like, what is this? And I looked inside and it was just like a showcase of all their computers and stuff. And I was pretty mad because they didn't have the price on anything, and you had to like click on it and go to a web page to even see how much it cost, which really irks me. I hate when they do that. And then this was pretty funny. There was like these advertisements for like it looked like to me. It looked like guns and like firearm attachments, and I was like, huh, that's weird. I thought this was like a Japanese convention. and then I saw this stand, and I was like, oh, it's airsoft. And I know, because this is like a prolific airsoft brand. They make like some of the best airsoft guns, also some of the most expensive, which is why I'll probably never get into airsoft because it's so expensive. It's a very cool hobby though. There's also this. This is apparently like a TV station in Japan, or maybe just a show. And these are like the hosts or something. They're anime girls. It's pretty cool. I wish there was a TV show in my country that had anime girls as the hosts. Instead, we just have like your late night Jimmy. I don't care for the late night Jimmies. And this was the next exhibit. It was what was the place called? It was another it was like Nagainoya? I don't know. I can't remember the name of it, but it's like another. It kind of looked like, some areas looked like it might have been like traditional Chinese, but also Japanese. Weird. I don't know. I don't know where this is. Good website. You could try like, oh, I don't know actually. You could try like, Wattpad, WATTPAD. It's pretty good for like, kind of beginner writers to like get their work out there. Yeah, I think it's mainly for like fan fiction, but there's still original works on there. Yeah, I got a picture with the sign. That's cool. Here's a giant samurai sword that I was trying to pick up. That's cool. There was another idol group being advertised here. This is cool. I was like, wow, that's a lot of anime girls. And they had like individual standees here. I've never heard of this group. I don't know if it's idols or VTubers, or I don't even know what this is, but they're all really cool looking. They even have like little group names and everything. It's pretty cool. I think I have friends who would be really into this. Also, I was having like deja vu. Oh, I keep moving myself by accident. I was having deja vu because this girl in the middle, the girl in the middle here, looks so like similar. Like I've seen her before. I swear she's also a VTuber. Cause I swear I've seen her before. Like I swear I have. And she might be, who knows? Oh, why is it so big now? There we go. I could have just like probably full screened every picture maybe. Oh well. Apologize if it's been too small maybe. And this was funny. This is like an advertisement for a bank, but it was like an on-rails shooter. It was like one of those Disney rides. And it was like you were shooting like debit and credit cards at products. It was really like kind of dystopian. Like I was very like weirded out by it, like kind of. But I was also intrigued, like, does anyone actually fall for this kind of marketing tactic? And then later on I got joined by a friend, and here they are petting a cat. I mean a dog. Forgot what it was. Here they are petting a dog. That's cute. But yeah, that's it for my slideshow. Well, there's probably sites out there that let you write nearly anything. I'm not sure where that would be. I'm not really in the writing sphere, I guess, of the internet. I don't even read. I like barely read. Is that good? That's probably good. Yeah, I hope I can stream VR chat one day. It was kind of fun walking around, but I would have some. It would definitely have been difficult to stream it, because you have to be like paying attention to a lot of things at once when you're streaming, and also like it was running terribly. Like I was lagging all over the place. So yeah, what's up? Not just any earthquake? Oh god, was there an earthquake? Well, I can check Twitter and find out if that's the case. I think last time there was an earthquake, it was all I saw on my feed for like an entire day. Wait, Mount Fuji? Isn't that the one that absolutely can't, like... Isn't that the one that's really dangerous if it erupts? I'm not really good with, like, my volcanoes. Also, I've been, like... Where I live, we don't really get, like, a lot of... earthquakes, but I've been told I've slept through them. Or I've, like, just not noticed them. But I'm guessing like if I've never really felt a large scale earthquake before. I've never been through one because of where I live. I'm not saying that. Is it that one? I know there's one volcano that like if it erupts then we all die. I don't know which one that is though. Is that Mount Fuji? Or is that a different one? Who knows? Why you shouldn't move to Japan? Huh. You know what that sounds like? That totally sounds just like not like I know this probably isn't the case, but whenever I hear stuff like that, like living in Japan isn't as as ideal as you think. Whenever I see posts like that, I always think like it's just some like lucky like American that ended up moving to Japan and living there, and he just doesn't want more foreigners in. Cause like I don't see many downsides except maybe for the work culture. And I guess if you're a woman, then like you kind of have to be more careful. But I mean, this is like literally everywhere. That would apply literally anywhere. Like I just watched a video where like someone like parked the car in Chicago, and within like 5 minutes, someone like I think like 5 different cars pulled up and tried to break into like the window. Like you can't even leave a parked car like and the side of like you can't even leave the parked car unattended anymore. At least in some places. So whenever I hear like yeah, that could be problematic. But then again, an earthquake wouldn't be that bad of a way to go. I mean, a volcano, whatever it may be. Maybe just get, maybe you just get like swallowed up by the earth. Maybe. That'd be kind of cool, just like if a crack in the earth just just emerged and swallowed me whole. Hi Alice, thanks for dropping by. Still live in one of the bad neighborhoods. Yeah. Especially like some countries, like just like I don't know why. I don't know, like I think it's just like how people are raised, honestly. Like I think it's really just a cultural thing. Like a lot of people try to pin it on like stuff that's not culture. Like they just want to be like sensational. And like they want to stir up things by saying it's like other things, but it's really just like the mindset of the people, like if you just have a culture that is based around respect and like being polite, then just you everything's just gonna be safer. Oh my god, yeah. Like I'm like very like eventually there's probably gonna have to be a point where I have to like move, and yeah, I have to move out probably, and it's gonna be like I hear so many bad things about so many places. I don't know where I'd go, honestly. And all the places that are like super duper safe, like you'd probably be fine walking around alone at night. Which I know, like, you don't even have to live, like, as long as you're smart, you can probably get by without getting into a scuffle, even in dangerous areas, but, like, I don't even want to have to worry about that, you know? Like, you shouldn't have to worry about that, but, meh. Yeah. I know, like, there was a time where I lived in a dorm for college. In the city I was living in, you definitely couldn't walk around at night. And that just, like, confused. I'd never lived in, like, a bad, I guess, a bad neighborhood before. So it's so weird, like, just walking around, just seeing how everything was. Like, it was just so, like, you just kind of see, like, oh, like, oh, whoever was in charge of governing this place failed. Like, how can you, like, you literally, like, drive into the city and, like, you can immediately tell that someone isn't doing their job. I don't know how you can even, I don't know how that even happens. But yeah. I'm like just really, I'm a really paranoid person, so just thinking that I'm in like any sort of danger just like really gets on my nerves. Like I just can't stop thinking about it. Yeah, I don't think I would want to live in Japan anyway. I don't even think I could. They'd probably look at me and be like, nah, we don't need you. I'd be like, nah, we don't really need you. And then again, I don't want to live in Europe anyways, because probably the only place I could get by would be like the UK. And that place is like just as bad. So like, I... I'm sorry about you being paranoid, but I have to inform you, I live in your walls. I live in your walls. I'm rapidly approaching your location. But yeah, I would not live in Japan either. I would love to. I mean... I just kind of contradicted myself. I mean, I'm probably not going to try to live in Japan. That's what I meant. I would love to live there, but I don't think it's possible. I don't think I'm meant for it, basically. Because, like, they're all about, like, being... They're all about, like, you know, contributing to society, and I don't know, man. That's a lot of pressure. I feel like I'd maybe like become a hikikomori or something. And they don't let people in who are just gonna be they're not just gonna let a hikikomori in their country because they already have enough of those. So unless you have like a big degree and you're like good at making money, then they don't really. I mean, I'm not even a... I both work and go to school, but, like, I don't want to. And it's like, I don't really have any skills. I'm not really, like, smart. So, like, yeah. Until I feel like I could actually contribute something, like, I actually have some sort of value, then... Your dad's account is a recent sub. That's frightening. Is that the recent sub? Is that your... Wow. I mean, I don't know. I've met people that like they stream like they stream YouTube on like their living room television. And that's something I just could not get behind, especially if I lived with people. Even if it's not even if what I'm watching is like not weird at all, I still like don't. I still feel self-conscious about like what I'm looking at, especially if it's not normal. Like, I guess if I'm watching some like generic TV show, then like I wouldn't mind them looking over my shoulder, but yeah, if I was watching a VTuber, definitely not. They would not see that. I would not let them see that. So they just like to ask questions, and then like it's like whenever, if anything ever looks like slightly strange to them, they just go on and just like, why can't you be normal and blah, blah, blah. I don't need to hear it. Plus, I've just gotten so used to like kind of cozying up in my room. I'm not really a living room person, to be honest. What is normal? I don't know anymore. Being normal is sad, is what it is. But yeah, I'm not really a living room person anymore. I just keep myself cooped up in my room, and I don't watch TV. I just like, whenever I want to watch YouTube, I'm either in my bed or at my computer. And I don't watch TV either. Like, I don't watch traditional TV. I don't really even watch Netflix anymore. If I did, I'd probably use my phone. Your family is massively... Aw. I mean, you could like... I don't know. It's... you know, I used to be... I don't know. Because like, there was a point... There was actually a couple years where like... Definitely I was kind of in the same boat. Like, I didn't want to do anything. It would take monumental effort just to like pull myself out of bed, basically. And kind of like, I don't really have any advice to get out of that, because I was kind of forcefully pulled out of that. Like, you gotta get a job now, and I'm just like, okay. And it's like, you gotta go to school now, okay. Oh yeah. I had gone to not a university, but a private college. And I don't even think it was worth it. Like, all the tuition I was gonna be paying in the years to come. And like but like, whatever was what was best for me or whatever. And it was like, my first semester, like, it was just all like preliminary stuff. None of it was my actual major, and I was really mad about that. I was really like not motivated, didn't want to show up to class. At one point I couldn't like crawl out of my bed. I had this awful like roommate that just smelled. And I don't like, I'm not saying this out of like being mean. Like, he just reeked. I don't know why. The man didn't he didn't have proper hygiene. Or like, this man needed to be like, there's just some people who need to take 2 showers a day, right? And there's nothing, there's no problem with that, as long as you actually do it, right? But this person was more like twice a week. So that just like kind of added to the stress. And on top of a bunch of other things, like I said, it was a bad neighborhood, so I couldn't really go anywhere. I was cooped up. Teachers were like weird, and like, I feel like everyone was taking everything way too seriously, and I was just like, wait, do you guys actually care about education? I just need a degree. And like, I just felt like so like isolated. Like, my dorm, I didn't know which dorm to choose, because like, it just gave you like the names of the dorms, because like every college has got to name every building after some like random guy who doesn't matter. So like there was like the Peter building and like the Dr. Octopus building, or I don't know those. I don't know why I came up with those names. Those are Spider-Man names. It was just like named, just like buildings named after random people, and it's like, okay, which one do you want to live in? I'm like, I don't know, dude. I guess give me the give me the George Washington building or whatever. I don't know what I picked or what the guy's name was. But I had picked this building to be my dorm, and it just so happened to be the building that was like that all of like the football players and like the people going to the school on sports scholarships have all just like kind of decided that they were gonna like they all just like as a group decided that they were all gonna pick this dorm. And apparently like everyone knew this, so like I was like the only one who actually like didn't like, except my roommate, of course, because my roommate was probably also, I mean, like it was so funny because like it was like all these like athletic like sporty dudes who were like 6 feet tall and stuff like that, and I get paired with like the only nerd to be my roommate, and it's like, you know, someone there was just like, these two look like they'd get along, and that I take offense to that because this guy was like another level. Because like I'm not open with my weird, you know. I'm like a complete. If you saw me in the street, you would have no idea. You would have no idea. You'd literally have no idea. Like I'm so like just inconspicuous and like don't draw attention to myself, and I'm just like normie. I'm just as normie as I can possibly be. If someone tries to even pry into my like personal life, I'm just like all normie answers. Like I've got like a index cards just full of like normie responses. I mean, this guy would like actively just make any room he was in reek. And also he was like he would also like wear like this he would wear like this Kaneki mask, and I'm just like, why? Take that off. It's not even cold out. So weird. I don't know. It's just like it's just one of those people that you're just like embarrassing to be around. Also, good night. Good night, good night. You calling you by your YouTube name? I don't think that would ever happen. Like, straight up, don't think it would ever happen. And if it did, it was because I was meeting another person. Like, I was meeting a friend who I met through YouTube or Twitter or something like that. And then in that case, it would be understandable, because in that case, like, I probably would not prefer to use my real name. But yeah, literally, even if you heard me, like, you wouldn't hear me in public. That's the thing. Because literally, like, I don't even see young people around me. Like, it's just nothing but old people. Except when I go to college, like, and like, none of you are where I'm from. None of you are, and that's okay. I mean, not really. I get kind of lonely. You know, kind of sucks, like, everybody being from, like, this place or that place. I never meet anyone nearby. All the young people are busy often. I mean, there's tons of people on the internet and stuff, but it's like, where are you from? And it's like always like halfway across the world, or like California. So yeah. It's fine. It's just like it's like the equivalent. It's like the equivalent of living in like Iowa or something. Who the heck lives in Iowa? This is just a random state that I came up with. So where did my chat go? Oh, there you are. How did you know that was in California? I don't know, because everyone is. Literally, it has like half the United States population, and half the population of the internet is, or like 90% of the population on the internet is is in the United States, and it's not even like it's like half the people you meet are. It's like when you meet someone on the internet, and you're like. And they're clearly American, they're either gonna be from like New York, California, like Washington State, like not Washington DC, but like the state, which is right above California, and or like Florida or something. Like always one of the corners. It's always gonna be in one of the corners, never anywhere in the middle. Yeah. And I don't even live in like the mid United States. But if I did, I'd have even a harder time meeting people. I don't even live there. But I feel like sometimes it's like just like that. You don't like washing a ton. Yeah, even recently I've been trying to like, cause like for like as long as I've been streaming, probably like I think I debuted like 10 months ago, maybe 11 months, 10 and a half months. I haven't really met people other than Vtubers, and Vtubers aren't the they're not the best friends to have. They're kind of a little flaky. You know? They're kind of flaky. They kind of like, you're like, hey, wanna, like, if you have a friend who's a VTuber, be like, hey, wanna hang out? And they're like, yeah, bro, let me book you for next month. It's like, they put you on a schedule, man. Like, you want to just hang out, and they're like, nah. And they're like, nah, sorry, I'm booked for that day. I'm booked all this month. You're gonna have to get in line, buddy. I feel like everyone, I feel like all of them are maybe a little too self-important. Some of them are maybe that important. No, Julie's different. But I've known her before she started, so that's mainly why. And she's also not the kind of person to become a streamer. Kind of like me. Like, she doesn't really have that mindset of like the average, like, kind of kicking people down the ladder kind of streamer mindset that most of them have. You know, that's why I said that she should do it. Because originally she really wasn't going to. She thought she couldn't, or she thought, like, I don't know. People are always gonna be like, I don't know if I can do it, but it's really not that hard. Thank you. She's a lot cooler than me, though. But thank you. Yeah, I think I talked about it a lot, so I might end, maybe. Maybe soon, maybe. Next time I'll sort out, like, audio things before I actually start streaming. It's just that I thought, like, oh, I haven't opened OBS, so none of my settings should have changed, but they always change. Oof. How was your time in high school? Yo, did you finish watering them? Yeah, I just about finished. So, like, in high school, I don't know. I almost, like, don't even remember anything from high school, honestly. It wasn't even that long ago. I mainly remember, like, my last year of high school, because that was, like, definitely kind of rough. Like, I very much wanted to just drop out, even though I was literally, like, almost there. Like, it would have been, like, 4 years for nothing. But, like, I was just that sick of it, really. I just wanted it to be over with, because I didn't really have... I wasn't even, like, it's not like I was bullied or anything. I just, like, didn't care for anyone there. It was very strange, because, like, I was lucky in the sense that, like, I guess, like, I didn't really step on anyone's toes, so no one kind of messed with me, but even some people were, like, friendly with me, but I'm just, like, hard for me to get along with people, I feel like. Or, no, we can get along, but, like, it's hard for me to, like, form connections with people, I guess. That's a more accurate way of saying that, I guess. Just no one I could really, like, relate to. Be like, oh man, this assignment really sucks. Like, and I kind of had that in hanging out to touch grass. Alright, see ya, Alice. Good luck. But yeah, I just, like, didn't really have anyone to relate with, or, like, confide in, I guess. I didn't really know what I was gonna do. I don't know if I wanted to do anything. I was like, the world sucks, why even bother? That kind of deal. Everyone goes through that, I feel like. You know, no matter what I'll do, you know, life will still beat you over the head senselessly. And maybe it will, but, you know, even if that's so, it's just dumb to drop out in the last year of high school. So I managed to stay until I finished. Luckily, it was close, but I managed it. So all of a sudden my nose feels stuffy. Also, huh. Oh my god, there's some drama on my timeline. Apparently someone that I follow, like, isn't finishing their commissions or something. I don't know. Man, I'm like kind of tempted to just, like, go on an unfollow spree. Is anyone here not doing really well? Um, not doing really well, not doing bad. I mean, I'm in college and I'm pretty much like just got by. Because I don't really have the mind to, like, I also work and I just have a lot of things, other things on my plate. Like, I can't afford to just put all my attention into it, especially when there's classes that I have to take that I necessarily don't think even align with my major, but I have to take them because they're required for some reason. But yeah, on the classes that I like though, I usually do well. You know, this semester I had a bit of makeup work towards the end that I needed to do, so it was a lot of crunching, but I managed to get it all done, so no failing, luckily. I mean, the last like music theory test I had was kind of rough, to be honest. But the teacher said I did good, so I think I did good. I'm also really bad at detecting like note, like I guess I have a really bad pitch detection, I guess. Did awful in high school. Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, yeah, it's hard to like, you know, do stuff like study and you know, like it's hard to like absorb. It's hard to really like absorb the material and like actually learn when you're like kind of suffering. So like a lot of people are like, "Oh, why are you doing so bad?" It's like, "Oh, maybe because like your students shove other students in toilets or whatever they do." Like, that's kind of why bullying is a big issue, and just like whatever, and just like things that make students happy, I guess. My school is luckily one of the nicer schools. Even had like, it was very bougie now that I think about it. It had like a freaking coffee shop in it, like run by students. It was so strange now that I think about it. It had like $5 like iced coffee. And it was like the iced coffee literally sucked. It was like a slushy. They were like terrible. Also, right now I'm wearing like sweatpants, and there's like a clump of my hair that just like decided to attach itself to the lace of my sweatpants, and I don't know why or how it's doing that. It'll just like decide to wrap itself around. I don't know how, man. Like, even having slightly longish hair is annoying. Sometimes I wish I could just kind of cut it all off, but at the same time, no. Oh, okay, yeah. Being avoided also sucks, because like, it's like a different kind of, you know, it's not a good feeling. Even nowadays. Not a good feeling. Like, if you're like purposefully keeping your distance from people, and like they're like basically respecting that distance, that's good. But like when you're trying to like make connections and everyone's just pushing you, or just like basically pretending like you're not even there, that's the worst. Not even like rejection, just like complete can't find the right word for it. But yeah, I kind of had the... Oh yeah, I had one friend in middle school, and when we went to high school, like he completely like, it's like the summer before high school, it's like he completely changed as a person. It was so weird. You started listening to music that is like having a playlist of I'm not okay. I don't know, when I was depressed in high school, I started like a Vocaloid playlist. I was like, and that was really, especially like I had to ride like a public bus. That was very, I did not enjoy that. That's when I like invest in like a pair of like wireless earbuds, and like such like a godsend, I have to say. Like not even like sad music, like I'm weird, but like I can like just jam out to like super like positive music when I'm sad. Like I kind of don't like sad songs. Like I just like, not even because it's like, oh, it makes me sad. I'm just like, this is boring. I'm just like listening to him, just like, this is boring. So I would just like listen to something upbeat and positive, because it's like usually faster, and it's like, ooh, this is dopamine, you know? I don't really know. My brain is weird. That's why I don't really have mood playlists for that reason. Music that matches the mood. Oh yeah, I kind of say that as a joke sometimes. Like some people, like some people needed to be bullied more. Kind of. If they're like a shitty person, then yeah. And sometimes it's like, this kid should have been bullied. Or it's like, it's like when you see that like that like kid who like gets everything that he wants, and he just grows up to be a piece of shit. You just think like that kid could have just gotten like one good beating. And I don't even think that's okay. Like I don't even think that's good. But like some people, it's just like, dang, if only if. I do feel like if some people, if their life is too consequence free, at a certain point, they're just gonna do whatever they want and think they can get away with it. But you get like crazy stories of like frat boys just like straight up killing people. It's crazy, like the kind of stories out there. Just people who think they're at the top of the world because nothing's ever like really gotten in their way. They think they can literally do anything. It's weird. But yeah, that's kind of depressing. I think tomorrow I wanna... Wait, what do I wanna do tomorrow? Oh, you were never bullied? Yeah, I think like... doesn't really add anything to the high school experience. I feel like I guess like you learn not to like maybe that's like a good learning experience for like how to deal with assholes, because you're always gonna come up, you know, you're always gonna run into those in life, you know? Maybe you'll learn how to deal with the confrontation, because there's always going to be like eventually sometime in your life you're gonna run into someone who's just gonna try to like mug you or something, right? So like, I guess if high school is to learn, then I guess bullies are kind of part of the learning experience, technically, even if it's a sad part, even if it's like not, shouldn't have to be a thing, and they shouldn't be a thing, but since they're there, you might as well make it a learning experience. But honestly, like, I feel like if you like, I mean, you can't really do anything about like the ignoring part. The best you can really do in that situation is maybe just like be happy in spite of them, and then maybe like just be happy and like kind of, because I feel like if you seem like you don't need them, then eventually they're gonna start like basically getting annoyed that you're like, that you seem like you don't need them, so they'll start like trying to get your attention. I feel like, I don't know, kind of like a reverse psychology kind of thing. That could work maybe. Oh, don't say that. You're not that. Literally, like, I think, especially in high school, it's like, it could be over like the most petty thing. You'd be like, oh, this kid like wore the wrong pair of shoes, let's like not talk to him for like 4 years. Like, kids are just dumb like that. They're just stupid. Like, I don't really take anything. Like, there were times where like people would try to mess with me, and I would just ignore them, and they would eventually just go away. I don't really... That whole, like, bullies getting developed by... I mean, bullies getting... I don't really know. I guess, like, bullies, like... If you get bullied in high school, you could become, like, an asshole, like, in your adult life. But, like, in the sense of, like, a school setting, that doesn't really happen where, like, someone who gets bullied all of a sudden becomes a bully. I've never actually heard of that happening. Like, when would that, like, how would that even, like, like, when would it ever, like, flip, like, random? Like, one day it's just like, actually, I'm bullying now. Like, you're not the one who decides that. Because the people around you who decide that. It's just kind of like I don't know. I don't know if that's, like, a real thing. I think it's people just trying to be, like, more kind to the bullies or whatever. Most of the time it's just their parents not... It's just parents not doing their damn jobs, or it's just kids being like idiots, basically. I'm sure a lot of them just like, they think every day that like, God, I was such a dumbass, or I was like so like mean-spirited for no, like, I even think that sometimes, like, I think about interactions that I've had. Mainly in middle school, I was like really an edgy piece of shit. And I wasn't a bully or anything, but I definitely said some things that I'm like, how could I have ever thought that was okay to say? Those kind of things. But I mean, like, literally everyone's like has had that moment, and usually people have that really early in life, so it's easy to correct. Yeah. And they get back at the no, it's completely okay. It's completely okay to like fight back. That's not bullying the bully. That's literally like, that's like giving them what's what. Like, I don't think that's bullying at all. And like, how does that even happen too? Because usually it's like a physical difference as well. Like, this person is bigger and scarier than you, or something like that. You know, it's like, you can't just like all of us, like, I feel like it's more like once you step up, they stop messing with you. Or like in the case of maybe physical confrontation, Because like nobody actually wants to get hit. So once you hit them, they're like, oh shoot, and they go and pick on someone who isn't gonna fight back. That's like terrible advice, by the way. But like, yeah. But I mean, that's their job. They're not really equipped to deal with like an actual like complicated situation. All they have is like, you know, if person does this, then you know, do this. You know, you don't have like, they don't have like exceptions in their rules or anything. You know, obviously smart teachers will just ignore the rules and do what is right. But a lot of them don't get paid enough for that. They don't get paid enough to care. Some of them don't even do anything when they see stuff happening. Oh, I mean, man, it might not always. I mean, it might not always. It really just depends. That's why I say I wouldn't really. That's why I say it's terrible advice, because it really is. It's just what I would do. Like, if someone is actually getting extremely physical with me, I've got like zero tolerance for that kind of thing. Even though I'm actually like timid. Like, if someone is just pestering me, like, whatever, like if it's like a spitball situation or something, or I had this thing in like high school, like, actually I think my brother actually put him up to it, because my brother was just, he would just do weird things sometimes. I don't know why. Because my brother was probably my biggest bully, to be honest. But like, I just never let it get to me, so he never really won. But at one point he got like some freshmen to like basically just like he would do things like just like toss random like crap at me, like during like a lunch hour or something like that, or like if I was like sleeping in class, 'cause that's something I would do a lot. They would just like frantically like wake me up or something, or just like try to like kick the chair under my seat or something. Some really petty stuff. I literally just ignored him. I was just like, haha, and I just like laughed it off and just like, and eventually they just stopped. Because he probably thought it was pointless. Like, why am I doing? First of all, like, this kid, like, it was like some other kid was telling him to do this. So like, obviously, eventually he was just like, yeah, why am I doing this? Probably. This is probably what happened. But yeah. Or he could have just grown up. Who knows? But yeah, I would never get like, I very like, I really don't get mad. Right? It's just, yeah. Maybe it was that, or maybe like, because he would do things that was like, no, it's not, obviously it's mean. I think he knew that, but it's just like, why at the end of the day, you just gotta ask yourself, like, why? And it was like, if he would go out of his way to do it, do things sometimes. It's like, he probably just got bored, honestly. Especially when you don't give him any reaction. But yeah, I wouldn't really actually know what to do in the face of like the kind of like physical bullying. I feel like that could like almost never happen where I'm from. Just, it was a lot of, it's kind of a better this high school kind of had a better budget, I feel like. So like the teachers actually cared a bit more, and there was cameras like everywhere as well. That might have helped. But also the kids weren't that mean, honestly. Like most of them were fine. Honestly, a lot of them are friendly with me. Probably because like I really just mind my own business and I'm like generally polite. So like nobody would, and I don't like I said, I'm like super normie. I'm like, I've got like the best normie disguise ever. Like I'm more like when I'm in public, I'm more normie than normie. You know, I'm the most normie. You would think I was the king of normies. So like, there would literally be no reason to even suspect that I'm weird or anything like that. And I think like everyone just realized like, because I would just like, you know, I would just like not talk to anyone, kind of sit alone, sleep in class. Everyone probably was like, oh, he does not want to be there. He does not want to be here. And it was just like a mutual respect kind of thing. I don't think, because like it depends on your environment. Because if you got a school where people would try to start things with you, then there's a pretty good odds that the rest of the class is gonna be into it. Not into it, but in on it. You know? Or whatever. Or they just won't care. But yeah, that's why I said like if it's up to me, if someone is being physical with me, like it's just like duh, why would I not like just defend myself? Like this just seems like the obvious thing to do. But it's pretty easy to say that now that I'm an adult. And it even makes sense as well. Like if someone's attacking you, if someone is like attacking you, what else are you supposed to do? Like in a real life situation, like it's dumb. It's like why is this even a question in schools? You know, it's pretty ridiculous. Yeah, it's just school system moment. But yeah, the teachers really just need to get paid more to care more. You know, that's why the students are usually not only as good as the teachers' salaries. To be honest, none of the teachers like are bad people. Most of the time, usually it's just like they're just like fed up. You know, like a lot of them aren't allowed to like properly, like they're told they can't even like lay hands on students, or else like, you know, or else the parents will like get fussy and like it's a mess, you know. Like just every school doesn't want to get sued, so like the teacher can't even like put kids in timeout anymore. Yeah, you could turn the other cheek, but like even in like a situation where like someone's trying to put your head in a toilet or something like that, which probably never happens anymore, but you know, literally like just I was gonna maybe I shouldn't say this, but I was gonna be like, just kill them, but no, obviously don't kill them, just simply react with the proper amount of force. Yeah, it would be funny though. I love just saying just kill them. That's such a, I don't know why that's so funny to me. But yeah, just like if this was like a just like think like if I was not at school, what would a person do in this situation? And obviously it's like just obviously it's gonna be throw hands. That's why so many fights happen just on the street, because like if someone's trying to mess with you, that's what you do. That's the normal reaction. obviously, like, most of the time. Yeah. I guess also in, like... Yeah. Honestly, like... Since I really don't like getting physical with people, I feel like... Yeah, if you don't like getting physical with people, like, I would never want to fight someone, then, like, the solution to that is to just, like... Because there's always gonna be someone who wants to start something with you. So, like, the solution there is literally you have to bring, like, you just have to have, like, you gotta have the gat, you gotta got the gat on you. You gotta have that thing on you, you know? Not necessarily a gun, but, like, it could be pepper spray or a taser even. This isn't like a real life environment, by the way, not school. Obviously, don't bring a weapon to school. Like, in adult life, when people start shit, like, just like pepper spray them or something, because, like, there's literally no point. Like, someone who just tried assaulting you is not gonna stick around after you do something like that. They're just gonna peace out, usually. And if not, then that just grounds to, I don't know, pepper spray them even more. In that case, you're just like, you're not even, like, interacting with a human anymore. You're just like in front of a weapon, like a human weapon, who just wants to kill. So at that point, probably just run. I don't know. Oh yeah, you could just, like, put yourself in a situation that's like, you can't start stuff with me because, like, I'm in a crowd, or I'm right in front of, like, a police officer or something like that. Yeah, like, yeah. But I don't know. I'm I'm not really looking forward to the day I'm gonna have to prove my theories, you know? Because, like, I have yet run into a situation where it's like someone was actually trying to be, you know, trying to do whatever. I've never been in a real confrontation, thankfully. But I highly doubt it's gonna stay that way. Like, it's just like, odds are one day I'm gonna have to throw hands or something. That's probably why, like, I don't know. I really don't like... I would say, like, technically there's... If you're in a place that... Yeah, you can't always, like, find a police officer or something. You know, it's not like just, like, go to a teacher. Like, real life doesn't really work like that. Sometimes, like, you're just all alone with someone. But yeah, that's why, like, if you're in an area that allows it, probably carry a gun. To be honest, there's really no reason not to. But I can think of a reason not to. It's because, like, kinda, you're gonna make people uncomfortable. Especially in a lot of states. There's, like, a big misunderstanding as well. I mean, you can call the police, but the guy's still gonna stab you, you know? Like, you can't... Like, they're gonna get there in 12 minutes, you know? There's, like, a kind of, like, a misunderstanding with, like, because I remember, it brings me back to, like, a tweet that I saw once where it's like, oh my god, I'm in this Starbucks and this guy just came in with a gun on his hip, and it's like, oh my god, I'm so uncomfortable right now. I'm, like, literally shaking. But, like, you have to carry it like that. You can't hide it. That would be illegal. if you're doing like concealed carry with like a handgun, for example, you have to have it visible. Like that's part of the law in like a lot of states. So it's not that he's trying to intimidate the people around him. It just has to be that way. So that, like, you know, for example, police obviously will know that he has a gun, you know? Because if he's concealing it, it's probably pretty likely that he's gonna do something bad with it. Because he doesn't want people to know he has it. So, yeah, big iron on his hip, exactly. So, like, I don't think I would do that because I don't like drawing attention to myself. And that would definitely draw attention to myself. So I would not do that. But I think I found a solution. Because there's like these... I mean, you could also just carry like a taser or something. But like, honestly, like... no. I don't think you just carry one of those around, but... I think since I live in an area that is okay with guns, I probably would walk around with one, but they make these like highly concealable guns that are like, they're firearms, right? But like it's hard to explain because like it's not like a traditional handgun. It's like a little foldable thing. It's like if you know what a Derringer is, it's like a tiny little pistol that you have to load like one bullet at a time. Even something like that is like fine. Because like if it can shoot once, then like that's all. Like, cause you don't have to shoot someone, right? And if you are in a situation, usually it's like just deterrent, right? Because if you pull that on someone, no way, they're getting the heck out of there. And that's all you really need to do. So it doesn't even have to be loaded, but it probably has to be loaded just in case, just in case they get a funny idea. But yeah, like I saw this one that like it folds into like what looks like a smartphone, and it can hold like 2 shots in it, and that's literally like perfect because it's like I don't fear death himself, I fear what comes after meeting him. Because it's like I feel like that kind of thing is perfect because it's like you have to have it on your hip, but it just looks like one of those like little like smartphone belts that construction workers have. I think you don't have to be a construction worker to have one of those, but I mainly see them on like people with like, you know, jobs, on like physical jobs, like blue collar. Was it? Which one is the? I guess it would be blue collar. In like blue collar work, like a lot of people would have like this little belt clip for their smartphone. It looks like one of those. Like your phone is just on a little belt clip. Like it's not intimidating at all, so it won't scare people. Yeah. It's like if you were ever like in a dangerous situation, like someone like pulled a knife on you or something like that, or if someone's like obviously trying to mug you, because like a lot of times they'll start with like questions, like they'll be like, do you have the time? Can I borrow your phone? And then like if you say no to that, it's like if you say yes to one of those and you bring out your phone, then they'll try to take it, and that's like one of the ways it can go. But if you say no to that, then they might either walk away or they'll try to get like, you know, actually forceful and like actually like start mugging you. In that case, I could see that being really useful because it's like you have a deterrent, right? So you could show it to him and be like, you don't want to do this. And if he's still persistent, you can like whatever warning shot maybe, it would still have one in it. So if he decides to like rush you or something, there's that. This is all like so like what if, you know? Like probably like the chances of this happening are like 0.001% or whatever. Like all the situation where you would have to use that kind of force is so unlikely. I mean, depending on where you live, it might not be that unlikely, but in my current situation, it would be pretty unlikely. But if I ever had to live somewhere dangerous, then like I wouldn't even like risk it, you know? Because like even if I would never use it, it would just like be there. You know, it's just better to, especially like it's not good to be the only one not with like this. Whatever your stance is on guns, if you're in America, especially, there's no point not to have one, because why would you want to be the only one without one? Oh yeah, I mean, if you're not allowed to have one because of like, yeah, that's a bit unfortunate. But there's like, that's why there's other like, you know, self-defense methods, obviously. Yeah, how did it even come to this? This is such a weird topic. It's like most people shy away from it. Guns and weapons. Well, because it started with like, what if you're being picked on in high school, and it turned into like, what if you're being picked on in adulthood, basically. Because I felt like if you're gonna do one, then you have to do the other. Because like, you know, not all of us are gonna still be in high school. I would hope most of my viewers are past that point, but like it's fine to have younger viewers, I guess. I don't really personally mind. I don't make like 18 plus content. That's because because I'm not like, that's not my kind of, it's not my kind of humor anyways, or it's not like my kind of style. I don't do that kind of stuff, so it's easy for me. So it's like, might as well include as many people as possible, because, you know, it's nice. Is nice. But yeah, I like when there's like, oh, this viewer is like an adult with like a career and they're watching me. I feel kind of flattered whenever that's the case. High school crushes? Does that really make the mood any lighter? I mean, depending on yourself, that might just make it depressing. But yeah, I wouldn't really have a lot to say about that. The first year of high school, I went to a, well, I moved after my first year of high school, so my first year of high school was like at a different, it was very different from the rest of it. And that was when I had a crush, and it was on some girl. Don't you're way too negative, man. Just literally like, nah. Like there's some dude, like there's some dude who's much worse, who's got a girl. Like, let me think of, like, Boogie 2988 had a wife, or had like a wife at one point. Like, if that dude can score, then like you can, dude. What kind of girl? Let's see. She was blonde. She was very like. She was very. I don't want to start talking about her body type. That would be weird. But like, she was like. I guess some people would say like she was like really skinny, but I was also like really skinny. Extroverted? She wasn't really extroverted. She was actually kind of introverted, to be honest. I don't really even know why I liked her. You know, I don't like fictional girls. I mean, same kinda now. Honestly, I don't really know. I don't really have a type. It's all about like how much. It's all about like how much you get along. I guess. Just how much you'd actually want to tolerate them, you know? It's like, what, it doesn't matter if they've got like your perfect proportions or whatever if you can't even stand to listen to her for one conversation, you know? Real humans will betray you. Yeah, I mean, that's why you gotta... Are you still streaming? I don't know. How long have I been going for? We went on a ton of tangents. That kind of happens. Like, literally not... That's not a long time. What do you mean? It's just that I barely stream anymore, so like... But I used to, like, it was not abnormal for me to go for like 9 hours or something like that. I mean, that was probably like one of my longest streams, but like, that didn't even like, it wasn't even like really a challenge. It's just that usually I don't have the time. Entertaining, interesting. I think some things I say are like probably like they sound completely normal to me, but I'm sure some people are listening and they're like either like, what are you talking about and why is this important, or they're like, you're insane, or they just think I'm insane. And like, I guess both those can be entertaining in their own right. You got died by 100,000 creepers. Oh yeah, we're talking about childhood crushes. I don't know why. Someone just brought it up randomly. It was specifically high school crushes, because I had a girlfriend in quotations in middle school for like a week or something. I wouldn't really call that real. No, childhood friend, that would make sense. I moved around a lot when I was a kid, so I didn't really get to develop that kind of thing. But it's fine. You became friends because he put you in a chokehold and you cried. Okay, I'm not gonna inquire any more about that. Never truly had a crush? It's kind of hard to have a crush. like nowadays it's a lot harder for me. It was like, and even back then it was like I only have like one crush at a time. Like I think in total in my entire like school, like, you know, from grade 1 to 12, I really only had like, is there a grade 12? Wait, when is 9, 10, 11? Yeah, 12. I don't know why. Yeah, basically from 1 to 12. I only had like 3 crushes in total, I think. It was like one in like, yeah, one in middle school, like I said. Oh, so then, like, for a while I didn't have any. And then I guess in middle school I had that one. That was like that lasted for like a week. And then what? Oh, and then towards the end of middle school I had a crush on a new girl. That didn't last very long. And then after that, like I said, in first year of high school, there was one. And then that's literally it. And then I didn't feel anything for like anyone. And like since then it was like pretty hard for me to like form attractions to people like that. But I think it's because like I don't really meet people. The Greek goddess Nyx. That is very specific. Wow. You have a candy crush. That's nice. I think I'm gonna end. I have a headache. What? No, I just have a headache. Like it's I had it from the beginning, but like I think talking just like I basically gave myself more of a headache by talking my head off. So yeah, I'm gonna end. Thank you for listening to me though. Nice to just like get back in whatever. Thanks for the head pats. I'm gonna, yeah, I want to set, before my next stream, I want to set up my Go XLR. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that before next stream. But yeah. Thank you everyone. Yeah, I'll be fine. Also, I've got work in like, wait, 2, 3, 4. Also, I've got work in literally 8 hours, so I should probably sleep. Yeah, it's probably good idea. Yeah. Okay, bye. Oh, it's the last. What was I gonna say? It's the last work night. It's the last work night this week, and then it's gonna be like my first like week. It's gonna be like my first week with no school. It's gonna feel so good just to not have to go to school in the week during the week. God, I'm gonna really really revel in it and make sure to, I guess, rest. I mean, I'm sure I rest enough already, but hopefully I can put out more streams. Maybe that would be nice. You bother me so much. If I'm not sleeping, I might do a sleep marathon. Who knows? But yeah, anyways, I'll see you all again soon. Until next time, bye bye. Bye 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 bye. Bow, 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 bow. Wait. Oh my gosh. All the things in my stream deck are like not set correctly. So I have to click it. Okay, bye everyone.